A man found a pile of packages on a deserted island. He opened the first one. To his surprise, it contained the latest album from Dao Lang. Disappointed, he tossed it far away and opened the second package. It contained a limited edition volleyball. It even had Kobe Bryant's autograph on it. It was worth as much as a house in Beijing. He hurriedly opened the third package. Inside was a brand new pair of roller skates. However, on this hot island, they were completely useless, but he didn't discard them. Instead, he carefully set them aside. Then he opened the fourth package. It was a large black box. Hoping for a surprise, he found a woman's dress inside. He held it up to himself but found it didn't fit at all, but the black stockings gave him an idea, so he carefully put the dress away. The last package was a small box. Yet instead of opening it, he cautiously set it aside. After finishing this, the man was incredibly thirsty, but after searching the whole island, he still couldn't find any fresh water. He was a bit frustrated when suddenly something fell from above, startling him. When he picked it up, it turned out to be a coconut. Overjoyed, he quickly gathered a large bag of them, but he found he couldn't open them, no matter how hard he smashed them against rocks. Angry, he grabbed a rock and smashed it against the coconut. The rock broke in two, but the coconut remained intact. But looking at the sharp stone in his hand, human ingenuity took over. With this tool, the man quickly opened the coconut and drank it with relish. However, in the following days, the man ate coconuts for every meal, nearly getting sick of them. So he decided to try something new. Using the black stockings from the dress, he made a simple fishing tool. Soon, he caught his first fish and eagerly bit into it. But it tasted worse than snot. Then, the crabs in the distance caught his eye. Using the blade from the roller skates, he sharpened a stick to a fine point. He then easily skewered a large crab. Excited, he broke off a leg, ready to enjoy it, but inside was a slimy, snot-like substance. Disgusted, he realized that he needed to cook the crab. So he attempted to start a fire by rubbing sticks together. He worked from morning to night and even into the next day but failed. His face was filled with frustration as he gnawed on more unpalatable coconut meat, but he didn't give up. He tried a different method to make fire. This time, he used a dry stick and rubbed it against bamboo. He kept going even longer this time, sweating profusely under the scorching 40-degree sun, refusing to give up, but he lost his grip, and the stick cut a deep gash in his palm. Frustrated, he angrily kicked away the volleyball. Little did he know, this volleyball would become his most important survival tool. The cold seawater soothed his wound but also washed away his enthusiasm. He sat on a rock, feeling more and more uneasy about his situation. But then the volleyball caught his attention, with his bloody handprint on it. On a whim, he drew a smiley face on it. Looking at the volleyball, the man suddenly didn't feel so alone, and his hope returned, so he started trying to make fire again. Every time he wanted to give up, he would glance back at the volleyball, and soon he was filled with determination again. The man repeated the same motions, and this time, it worked much faster. He blew carefully on the wood shavings, but due to insufficient oxygen, the fire went out. He learned from his mistake. This time, he dug a small pit to ensure enough oxygen. He placed the sticks on top, piled the wood shavings in between, and resumed rubbing the stick. As time passed, sweat poured from his forehead, but he didn't stop. Then, a small wisp of smoke appeared. He leaned down, excited, and blew hard. As the smoke thickened, a small flame appeared. The man was overjoyed. A campfire now burned brightly, and he danced wildly in the firelight. Finally, the man was able to enjoy a good meal, but he credited the volleyball for the success. He even gave it a name, Wilson. Little did he know, his fate had become tied to Wilson's forever.